Hi guys, how are you guys doing? So we have a very interesting topic today. You know, I told you guys that I will always bring you interesting topic on my Facebook Live. So it's 12:20 a.m. in the morning, Nigerian time. And I like to talk about topics like this by this time. Yeah. First of all, introduction. My name is Okoro Blessing Nkiruka, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO, Africa's certified relationship and mental expert. We're going to be talking about a very interesting topic. Dear women, do you know that men don't fall in love through sex? A lot of women are beginning to think that having sex with a man is doing a man a favor. There's some women that think that the moment I have sex with a man, I've trapped a man. Some women are actually taking sex so personal. They think that when they give a man sex, they've given the man something big. A lot of men have sex out of boredom. They are bored. If sex was a way to a man's heart, a lot of prostitutes and runs girls would have been married. Let me tell you something. Men don't love sex. Men want sex. Did you hear what I said? Men don't love sex. They just want sex. A lot of men just want to sleep with you to feel powerful, not because they are horny. Did you hear what I said? Many men just want to sleep with you to feel powerful. A lot of men have this mindset that when they sleep with a woman, they have brought her down. They have humbled her. So many men are sleeping with you to humble you, not because they are enjoying sex or they want it. Women enjoy sex more than men. Men just have sex for ego. That's why when you are riding a man, the man will want to die. Men even prefer a woman to ride them. Yes. Many men are having sex with you for ego. That's why you see that when a man wants to do you a favor, he tells you he wants to sleep with you. And a man can sleep with any woman, both the one he's attracted to and the one he's not attracted to. Fat or short or thin. It's not because they like it. It's because it makes them feel that once I sleep with a woman, I have brought her down. When a man has not slept with you, he feels that you still have so much power. So he will do everything to sleep with you. That's the reason why these days we don't have virgins. A lot of men see not having sex with a woman as cowardice. If you're in a relationship right now and your boyfriend is not sleeping with you and he makes the mistake and go and tell his friend that I'm not knacking my girlfriend, the friends will tell him that he's a coward. Knock him. How you go there? If you don't knock him, another man go knock him. So a man can actually keep a woman he doesn't want to have sex with. But they have seen it like a way of ego. Yes, it's an ego thing for men. So don't you ever think that these men need the sex as more. Women need sex more. In as much as we live in denial, in as much as society has made us to be doing as if we don't like sex, women love sex and need sex more. Men just want sex. It is women that actually enjoy sex, not men. So, a man do not fall in love through sex. That's the reason why a man can sleep with 20 women. There is this particular one he's not even having sex with always, but he will die there. Most of the women a man genuinely loves, it is not sex that is taking them there. If the woman is good in bed, then it's a plus. Many men fall in love with women not because of sex. Their real girlfriends does not know how to knock. Their real girlfriend is I'm tired. Their real girlfriend is I'm not in the mood. Yes, and they're still in the relationship. They still want to marry, I'm not in the mood. I am tired. You that is always riding like horse, riding like giraffe, they will not still marry you. But they will always come to you. Because you help them cure boredom. Now, why do a lot of men want to have sex? Many women don't have anything to offer. When we say it, it always looks like an insult. When you remove sex, a lot of people don't have anything that they are doing. Many women cannot build conversations. The only thing they have to do is to off pants. If they decide to say that there is no sex in relationship, women will suffer more. Because they don't have anything to talk about. Sometimes, a man having sex with you in a relationship is helping you. Yes. Because if a man doesn't have sex with you, I don't know that thing you want to use to trap a man. Now, as a woman, if you don't have sex with a man, what else can you use to keep a man? Some of you don't have any other thing apart from sex. It's just that your body. You can't even hold conversations. You're not even creative enough. You can't do any other thing apart from fuck. It's only in the bed. That's the truth. So you're not helping a man by having sex with him. They are helping you. Especially when you don't have any other thing to offer. Because if a man is not having sex with you, that means you'll be looking at him like this. He'll be looking at you like this. Yes, now there's no relationship. Because a lot of people don't even know what relationship is about. Some people just go to relationship to go and have sex. When we want to have this conversation, they are making it look as if Blessing is talking off point. You are not supposed to go to a relationship to go and have sex. Sex comes along the way. Sex is not the motive of relationship. Sex is what comes along the way of the relationship. Sex is the jara. That's not the relationship. I've said it times without number on my videos. How long do you have sex in 24 hours? But 1 hour. If you want to kill the man, you want to kill the woman in 1 hour. In 24 hours, you have sex 3 times. 1 hour, 3 hours. Minus 3 hours in 24 hours. You have 21 hours. What will you be doing? Huh? Uh-huh. Why are you looking at me? What will you be doing there? That's the truth. When we tell a lot of women to learn communication skill, they will be like motivational speaker. What do you think you're going to marriage to go and do? You're going to marriage to go and talk. Some of you are miserable in marriage today because you can't communicate. The misery in marriage, the bitterness in marriage, the pain in marriage is the fact that you marry people that you cannot talk to. The pain in marriage is that you cannot express yourself. You have so much bottled inside of you that you want to die. All you are looking for is who to talk to. That's why you're always on Facebook. That's why you're always on Instagram. That's why you're always on TikTok. Yes. When your husband is not having sex with you, or your boyfriend is not having sex with you, what again will you be doing? A lot of you lack communication skills. You don't know how to hold conversations. You don't even know how to ignite conversations. And when people want to teach you, you'll be shouting motivational speaker, motivational speaker. That's why your relationship doesn't work. Sometimes as a woman, are you not even tired of having sex? Sometimes as a woman, you just want to cuddle and talk. But there's nothing to talk about. You don't even know how to spring up these conversations you want to talk about. Men don't fall in love through sex. You know, sex is overrated. That's the reason why when I tell you that you should close your leg, do you know the people that used to be angry when I tell you to close your leg? Small boys. A real man will never be angry when Blessing see you ask young girls to close leg, because a real man will be excited that he can even get a good woman. He can even get a response. The people that are angry when I tell you to close your leg are small boys, because when you close your leg, they can no longer use you. That's why they don't like Blessing see you. If you go and read my comment section, you see them saying, Blessing see you, they spoil work for us. It's because they want to be using you. Because the real man will be excited if you close your legs. So that when he wants to marry you, some men have married rubbish. There are some men that marry you and I pity them. Because a lot of you young girls will allow a small boy to misuse your body. After wasting your life with a useless boy, a responsible one will now come and pick you and be suffering. He doesn't know what you have done. Close your leg, you know, agree. When a responsible man marries you now, you start shouting, love me for who I am. God, why? God, why? My husband does not want to love me because I don't have a womb. But remember that you misused yourself. Close your leg, you dey shout motivational speaker. Let's see you, are you closing your leg? Are you closing your leg? When it will reach, you go begin shout, God, why? God, where? What else can you give apart from sex? Because men don't fall in love through sex. Those of you that love me, have I slept with you before? No. There are some people that love me. You see this Facebook? There are some of my fans that would die for Blessing CEO. But I've not fucked them before now. Both male and female. Have I touched you before? Have I touched your breast? Have you touched me? No. So, it simply means that you don't have to have sex with people for them to love you. There are some of your boyfriends that would die for me rather than you, that they are sleeping with. There are some of your boyfriends that will do for me what they cannot do for you, that they are fucking. It's not the fact that I'm famous. Let me not even use me. There's some of your boyfriend that will do for other girls that they're not sleeping with, but they can't do it for you, that they're sleeping with. Is that not the reason why you are shocked? Is that not the reason why you are angry? How come my boyfriend cannot do this thing and he's doing it for this girl? I'm his girlfriend and he treats another girl. It's because they don't fall in love through sex. When I say close your leg, I'm not trying to tell you to be a saint. When you close your leg, you'll be able to use your head. The reason why some of you don't have sense is because your leg is still wide open. All your sense is in your private parts. But when you close your leg, your head will open. At least you're going to have sense. So when I say close your leg, I'm not saying you should not knock. I'm only saying just close that place more so that at least your brain can function. Some of you, your private part is functioning so much that your brain is shut down. Close it. Let's see if your brain will work. Close your leg. You know, a lot of people tend to come on the comment section, so they'll be like, so Blessing used to have sex. I do have sex. In fact, if I touch you as a man, I'm very good in bed. Like, I fuck so well. But I don't fuck all the time. There's time for everything. I don't fuck away my brains. I don't fuck away my sense. If you see me in bed, I'm a fucking stripper. If I hold you for bed, you go think say I don't stand for pole before. I'm fucking good. But I still have brains because I don't fuck all the time. I have stayed for 6 months. I've stayed for 2 years without sex. I'm that kind of person that I can starve myself when I want to chop. Kai. I did chop and well. I like to starve myself of sex. So that when I handle you, when that point you've not had sex for a while and you handle somebody. And me, I don't have sex for fun. I have sex to enjoy it. I must come. If I don't come, you're not going anywhere. Because I close my leg. I use my brain more. But the day I decide to open my leg, hi, now the place, everywhere will shake. Even the man will feel it. Close your leg. Use your head. When you use your head more, it enables you begin to understand what is called reality. It enables you begin to understand what is called identity. Now, let me quickly give you an illustration, my darling. If you're a woman listening to me tonight. When a man meets you, he wants to know you. He doesn't want to know your private part. What does it mean for a man to know you? It simply means he wants to know what you have been doing before he met you. Who are you without a man? What story are you going to tell your man when you meet him? You're going to tell him that all your life you were sitting down waiting for different men. Really? When you finally meet that man, he asks you, tell me about yourself. I was sitting down waiting for a boyfriend to come and meet me. That's the reason why you can't keep a relationship. The exciting thing about the conversation is what you were doing before he met you. That's what will turn him on. The woman you were before he came. That's why I used to tell people, I don't know why you are running away from being single. It is your singlehood that will bet you into marriage. Because when you meet your husband, he's excited to want to know what you have been doing before he met you. Why are you running away from being single? Why is there isn't all your singlehood to be waiting for a man? No, you're not supposed to wait for a man. You're supposed to be busy. When a man finds you, he needs to understand what you have been doing before he met you. That's why we ask you, who are you? Who are you simply means, what have you been doing with your life? It's called identity. I'm an interesting relationship therapist because I have a story. Everybody wants to know what I've been doing in my past. My past to be so interesting. People want to dig up what I've been doing before I became Blessing CEO. When I tell you the story of my past, most of you get so excited. The other time I spoke about my previous marriage, it got close to 2.7K shares. That was my past. It shows you that your past is actually interesting. People wanted to know what Blessing was doing before we started seeing her on Facebook. That is the same way your husband will be interested in what you've been doing the day he meets you. What are you going to tell him? Are you going to be proud of the story? When I was done, each time I'm done doing my Facebook, I used to watch myself. Can you be proud to watch yourself? I watch myself every time on Facebook. Once I'm done with my live video, I watch myself and I sleep. Sex is overrated. And that's why the Bible actually said we should not have sex until we get married. You know, when God told us not to fornicate, well, like God, I beg, conji. Now, as time goes on, I'm beginning to understand why the Bible actually said we should not fornicate. Sex is a distraction. It makes you stupid. Should I repeat myself again? Sex makes you stupid. That's why God said, leave it for the married people. Some of you are so young that you cannot handle sexual intercourse. That's why you are foolish in the relationship. You're not mature enough to start having sex. And when a small child starts to do what is meant for grown-up, they become stupid. That's why the Bible said, leave it for married people. We no agree. The reason why they're serving you breakfast, is it not sex? Breakfast. What were you even doing in the relationship? Was it not sex? Every time they break your heart, it's just that your boyfriend went to sleep with another person. Nobody has ever written heartbreak without attaching sex. Nobody has ever said, my boyfriend broke my heart because he stopped talking to me. Nobody. Nobody has ever said, my boyfriend broke my heart because we can't communicate. Nobody. Nobody has ever said, my boyfriend broke my heart because he doesn't know me. Nobody. It's always sex. The only time he breaks your heart is when he knock another gay. The only thing people see as heartbreak is sex. Some people even want you to be doing any other thing but don't have sex with another person. But that's not cheating now. Let me tell you something about cheating as a relationship therapist. When people are telling the story of cheating, they used to start from the end. They don't start from the beginning. As a relationship therapist, I'm telling you that it is not sex. They used to start from the ending. Before sex, there is communication. I have told you before, don't be afraid of the person your husband is talking to. Sorry, don't be afraid of the person your husband is having sex with. Be afraid of the person your husband is talking to. The person your husband gets attached to is that woman he can conveniently discuss with. That woman he used to pick his car key and go and meet. It's not the woman he's fucking, no. It's the woman he can have a conversation with. Whoa, you think that your husband used to collect car key and go and drive and go and fuck? It's a lie, you. He collects car key and drives to that woman that he can sit down on her bed and she be gisting him. Most of your husbands will leave their duplex and drive to a girl self-contained. Do you know the reason why men started buying houses for women? Men started buying houses for women so that they can be comfortable when they go and see her. You think your husband just bought house for that girl for nothing? No. He bought the house because that's his second home. Oh, oh, oh. Am I shattering the table? That house he bought for that girl is not because of the girl. He's buying it for himself because he spends so much time there. That's why he used to go and relax. That's his second home when he collects his car key and drive off. When he tells you he's going to Abuja, he's going to his second house. You think he just bought a house for a girl because of the girl can fuck? That's a lie, my darling. If you're a married woman, change that mindset. You think your husband spent money to buy a house for a girl because she can fuck? Or your husband spent money to rent a house? Your husband will rent full duplex for a woman. You think your husband is stupid? No. He rented it so that he can be comfortable when he go there. And you think a man did that just to go and fuck? So you think your husband cannot afford a hotel to go and be fucking her? Why did he buy a house or rent a house or make her comfortable? It's because she's the person that he talks to. It is from talking that fucking starts. Don't be afraid of the woman that your husband is fucking. It's the one that he's talking to that is the main one. Because he can always knock anybody. If you see your husband picking up prostitutes or runs gay, that one is not a problem now. It is that particular gay, that one, that number one. If your husband have 5 different girlfriends, you don't have problem. It's when you have one, that is where there's a problem. You don't know? Oh, okay. Oh, you were not informed. It's communication, my darling. Men are not necessarily looking for women to fuck. Women to fuck are everywhere. Men are looking for companions. When people come to my office, most of my clients, when they call me, they'll tell me, hey, Blessing, I'm in town. I need a girl. I beg. I say, wait till you want to carry the girl. They say, I beg. I don't want to even knock anybody. The one where I knock for Lagos, don't do. I just need company, someone that will take me around. Make we just go chop together. I could just call a couple of my friends, get one of my friends with it and go see this guy. They don't have sex. Most times, those my friends start to get connected with those men after like 4 months. But they don't used to have sex. So they just want company. It's not always about sex for men. You know, this sex thing is overrated. Women always think it's about sex is because it's only sex that you have to offer them. So they will take it. Women think that men always want to have sex because that's the only thing you have to give. But the honest truth is, men don't necessarily want sex. No, that's a lie. That's a lie from the pit of hell. I'm not talking about all these small boys. So, all these small boys, these ones are boys that are just carrying man. I'm talking about men. Men don't necessarily want sex. They're looking more of people they can talk to. You know why? Society have made a lot of men bottle up their feelings. Because a lot of women are going to be saying, Blessing, it's the only women that will be talking. Society have told men to shut up. Be a man. Society have told men that they are talking too much. You're not supposed to talk too much as a man. So a lot of men have shut up. Now, they have given us the work. We are the ones now to hold that conversation. Except they will not talk. Because society says that they should shut up and be a man. So they are a man. A lot of men feel that not talking makes them a man. Some men are afraid to talk because they don't want to look like a woman. It's not because they don't have anything to say. So sometimes they are looking for that woman that is going to spring up the conversation so that they can talk. Because if you don't talk, they don't answer you. Because when they start to talk, you say, this one is talking like woman. Say, they talk like woman. So sometimes a man is actually waiting for a woman that will spring up that conversation, that will make him enter. And that's what a lot of women do not have. So the man go sit down, they look you. You go sit down, they look him. The next thing, he will start to touch your breast. That is what brings to sex. After sex, he will wear his trousers and go out. I've had men that I went to their hotel room and we talked for almost 9 hours and they were begging me not to go. Blessing, I will rent another, I will get you another room, but let's just be gisting. I can talk to a man for 9-10 hours and he will not be bored. The only thing is that when we are tired, we order for food and drink. That's what it is to be a good company. A lot of you women need to learn it. You have to learn it. Some of you are not good companies. That's why your husband wants to always run outside. Because if he's inside, what is he doing? One man told me, every time my wife would say, come back home, come back home and do what? Have you ever asked yourself as a woman, what is this man coming back to? Honey, where are you? Honey, come back home. If I come back home, we'll be looking at each other. She will look at me, I'll look at her. She will look at me, I'll look at her. So what am I coming back home to? Some men just come back home to sleep and go back the next day. Some men would rather go to beer parlor and sit down and while away time and come back home by 12 o'clock. It's not because there's hold on, it's because there's nothing at home. There's nothing in the house. You go to look, you can't even hold conversation. You go to look me, I look you. Men don't fall in love through sex. You know, forget the noise on social media. There's something I used to tell a lot of my clients. The real things don't come out on social media. Can I shock you? You see all this noise of, you sleep with, every time you see a breakup on social media, what do you always see? Two things. Either the woman cheated or the man beat her. Those are the two things we've heard about. In fact, they've so commonized that everybody thinks that the only thing that breaks marriage is cheating. But that's a lie. That's what the media is showing you. The things that actually break marriage are small things. You see all this noise. You say, oh, he cheated. My wife caught my husband. It's a lie. What breaks marriage are the smallest things. Before a man catches his wife with another woman in the room, he has been suspecting her and setting trap for her. There's been a boundary, there's been a break of trust. They have been having misunderstanding. People don't just wake up and cheat. Cheating starts from communication. Some people are just looking for people to express themselves with. A lot of women that have started sleeping with their pastors, how did it start? They just went to talk to their pastor. They did not plan to sleep with man of God. Now talk. My husband is not always here. They found pastor to explain their marital issue too. From explaining to pastor, another thing don't happen. That's to show you the power of conversation. Don't allow your wife go out to talk. Don't allow your husband go out to talk. That is the vulnerability. If you do not pay attention to your wife, she's likely to cheat with that houseboy. That small houseboy that is giving her, she's likely to cheat with driver. She's likely to cheat with chef. That is one power a lot of people don't know. Don't allow, because the moment people start to talk to another person, they can fuck them. This thing called sex, that's from communication. People do not just wake up and sleep into people's bed. That's a lie. Anybody you are comfortable talking with, you can fuck. Sex. Now talk. Now from talk. Now you fuck this start. Without communication, we can't even have sex. So sometimes when they say, give a woman attention, give a man attention, that attention simply means you can prevent that conversations. People don't just wake up and sleep into another person's bed. It doesn't work that way. It starts from a simple conversation. There's somebody you're comfortable expressing yourself with. There's a guy you are crying to. There's a guy that, how do you even think that a lot of women sleep into fuckboys' hands? Fuckboy will be listening to you. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. The next thing you're seeing yourself with a fuckboy. We need to reduce this sex. You know, sex has made a lot of us, we don't used to think again. We don't have sense. So when I say close your leg, there's a reason why I keep saying shut that your leg and begin to use your head. Relationship therapy will be the biggest thing in the next decades to come. Everybody will want to be a relationship therapist. You know why? Because a lot of marriage will scatter. A lot of marriage will scatter. In fact, you will see where somebody will marry today and divorce tomorrow. You know why? All of you are jokers. You are just going to marriage to go and joke. You people are not ready for marriage. If you are ready for marriage, you do the work. All of you that are getting married now are jokers. People that even try it are mothers. People are playing, just going there to play. Do moazi. You want to pepper them on Instagram. That's what people are going there to do. You want to engage them and video it. So that blog. You people are not ready for marriage. So when I see most of you, I will just be smiling. I'll say, I'll be very rich. Because I'll be here. When I tell people that I'm going to be the wealthiest relationship therapist, you think I'm joking? It's people that will give me the money now. It's you that will pay me, don't worry. You. Because you don't know jack about marriage and you want marriage so bad. The only thing you're going to marriage to go and do is to go and sex. You want to go and check through your husband's phone. And you want to know who is calling your husband. You want to know who he's knocking. That's the only thing you were interested in. When last did you ask your husband, baby, are you okay? When last did you spring a conversation of asking, baby, how is work? How is your finance? When last did you compliment your husband or your man? You look good. You're cute. These are the things that men don't get on a daily basis. And that is what makes a man fall in love with a woman. Not sex. That woman that when he comes back from work, she says, baby, how was work? Are you doing good? Have you met your target? How was the office? How was the sales? Are they responding? Oh yeah, let's change our strategy now. If you have been doing this one, let's do this one. That's the woman a man would die for. Because that's reality. Many of you women don't have it. That's why there are some women that no matter how much a man waka, he will come back and he will beg and he will cry. I'm not saying a man will not misbehave. But he will value you. He will honor you. He will beg to keep you. You see Goodluck Jonathan? Are you telling me that Goodluck Jonathan do not have girlfriends? Are you telling me that Goodluck Jonathan, the former president, did not have side chick? But he would dare not divorce Patience Jonathan. In as much as Patience Jonathan was not a bibioko, Patience did not have flat tummy or big ass. But Goodluck would dare not divorce Patience. You know why? As a woman, when you go into a man's life, you root yourself. When you root yourself in a man's life, you hold him by the balls. He will misbehave, but you hold him by the balls. That misbehaving makes him a human being. There is no man that you are going to date or marry that will not misbehave. He's not God. Because I misbehave does not mean I don't love you, I don't respect you. It makes me a human being. Once in a while, I go forehand. A normal thing. But what is called love and respect? I know where I belong. Just like when you offend your parents, you go back and say, Mommy, I'm sorry. Because that's your home. There's some people you go offend, you go say, I better get out. There's some people that you offend, you have to go back and say sorry. That's called value. If people are not valuable, they will not tell you sorry. Who you help? Are you paying my school fees? They feed me. Have you not heard such statement before? It's only when people are valuable to you that you go back now and go and be apologizing. Root yourself in a man's life. When you root yourself, he won't go. There are some men, no matter their misbehavior, they will not go. If they misbehave 100 times, they will go and lie down and beg their wife 100 times. Because you hold them by the balls. If you hold the man by his penis, he will leave. But when you hold him by the balls, he's going nowhere. Because if he move, he die. You know when you hold a man by the balls, if you do like this, and the only way you can do that is to root yourself in his life. Let's leave sex. The real women who root themselves in a man's life cannot even have sex. I'm using Patience Jonathan and Goodluck Jonathan because I don't know what Patience wants to be doing with Goodluck in bed. So it's not sex. If you have sex, it's an extra skill. Remember, I have taught you guys about reality. The earlier you begin to leave all those myths in your head and face real life issues, the better. Real life issues is taking time to make decisions. I want to do what makes me happy. I want to do what makes me happy. I will do what makes me happy. Are you happy? He makes me happy. She makes me happy. Are you actually happy? The same people that you said made you happy are the ones making you miserable. That same boy that you said will make you happy is the one that has put you in the state of depression. Do you know why? You people always want to make temporal decisions. There's a difference between happiness and excitement. All those things you are thinking make you happy is excitement. Anything that makes you happy takes time. Happiness is long term. Excitement is short term. If the love is so sudden and the sex is so sweet, it is excitement. The man's manhood is just exciting you. Her private part is just exciting you. It's not love. Love is like investment. The real love is when you inconvenience yourself. It's like buying a property right now. If you want to buy a property, right? Let's assume you want to buy a property right now. You can use your last 200,000 to buy a property. You might not even have money again. But do you know when you become happy? You will become happy in the next 7 to 8 years when you can sell that property you bought 200,000 for 200 million. Anything that makes you happy must be thought about, must be an investment. Temporal things don't make us happy. It makes us excited. Clothes cannot make you happy. It makes you because you want another one. Hair can't make you happy. Hair makes you because you want another one. Sex can't make you happy because you want another one. It is value that makes you happy. So that thing you are calling happiness is excitement. Excitement is temporal. Happiness is lasting. And anything that lasts it will take time to build. I want to do what make me happy. You're not happy, you're just excited. That's the reason why after 2 weeks, you're asking yourself, is it the same guy that I said me? It was just excitement. The real things that make us happy is value. Watching your children grow, nursing your children, being able to provide for your children, watching your husband, seeing him, watching your wife evolving, seeing your woman become a better woman, seeing your man become a better man, looking back at when you met your husband, he didn't have nothing. 5 years down the line, he has something. Looking at when you met your wife, she was just a young girl, I didn't even know her left or her right. Looking at her right now, she's a CEO. That's the real meaning of happiness. When you plant and watch it grow. You are happy because you watered it. Have you ever watched, have you ever watched your child grow before? This small baby you were carrying in your hand and you see them blossom into men. That's happiness. Remember, it took time. That's planting. When you plant and you watch this thing you planted 3 years ago and you watch it grow. It's not this nonsense you guys are doing. Because anything that makes you happy is what you see production. It reproduces. Why does investment make you happy? In your old age, you will not struggle. You'll be watching those things you did when you had strength. Now that you don't have strength, it has doubled. That's where happiness comes from. That you will not have to be struggling in your old age. You struggled in your young age when you had it. But remember, when you were making those sacrifices in your young age, you were unhappy. Sometimes it takes you to be unhappy to find happiness. But many of you don't want to be happy. Many of you don't want to be unhappy. You always want to be happy. You can never always be happy. There's sometimes you will inconvenience yourself to be comfortable in the future. A lot of you young people have not learned it. All you want is sweet, 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 love, 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 love. Every time love, you really love. Sometimes you have to experience sadness to be happy in the future. Sometimes you will endure pain for the future. You cannot get happiness if you've never been unhappy. If you are running from unhappiness and you're never ready to be happy. Because you will prepare for your future. The reason why you make investment when you are young is because that time you still have energy to hustle. You can do 3 jobs, you can do 4 jobs, you can jump molue. But when you get to a particular age, you can no longer do those things because nature will have to take its course. That's why when you are young, you hustle. You inconvenience yourself, you go through the pain. Get out of your comfort zone, just like what somebody said. Nothing grows there. Some of you are too comfortable in your self-contained. There are some of us that stay in a more comfortable place than you, and we always go out every day. So if you now stay where we stay, that means you die of laziness. God has not given many of you a car because he knows that when he gives you a car, it is that car that will kill you. So many of you now, if you have car, you will not move from your comfort zone again. God knows that when he gives you a car, all you'll be doing is jumping from place to pick gears up. That's why he will not bless you with a car. God knows. So God will wait for you to mature enough to need that car because he knows right now you don't need the car. You just want a car to be picking girls and be telling those girls that told you no. 5 years ago, I have arrived. That's why you see all these small boys, when they do ritual, the first thing they do is buy a car and go and start flinging money in wedding occasion. That's why God has not blessed many of you. God has not blessed many of you because you have not matured to use money. Some of you are married. I had a dream of opening the first and the biggest therapy lounge in Lagos. I started jotting it down. It's in my jotter. I told God how I wanted to have a therapy lounge of my own. I said I wanted to have it in a big place. I wanted a place where people can come. When they come for therapy, they can stay with couples, you know, just like when you admit people in the hospital. That's the kind of therapy lounge I want to have. I want a place you be comfortable, not a place you just come and sit down and talk. I wanted a place whereby if you're having crisis at home, you can come home and sit with it. Just like when they admit you in a hospital. And you always have your therapist to guide you until you're okay psychologically. That was what I wanted. But I didn't have the finance. I kept dreaming until I met somebody. For the very first time in my life, somebody gave me 200 million. Whether you want to believe or you don't believe. I've never touched 200 million in bulk in my life. Somebody gave it to me. Then I went to my pastor and I was crying. My pastor said, it's because you are prepared now for this money. God did not give you 200 million a few years ago because he had given you 200 million in Kiruka, you'd have gone mad. And I swear to God, I don't go buy G-Wagon. I swear, I for pepper on her. Give me 200 million 5 years ago. I for first of all go pepper my ex-husband. I go first buy G-Wagon, drive, go Port Harcourt, go pepper him first. He gave it to you because he knows that you are ready. There is a place the money is going to. That dream. That took you years. You wrote it down. God has not blessed many of you because you are not ready. The only reason why you want money is to pepper them. That's why he will not give you. And that's why some of you are not doing it by force. You are not doing ritual. You are not doing Yahoo. And that's why you see a lot of Yahoo boys are still useless. Ritual is useless. It's because they are getting money that they don't need. They are not prepared for. I've never seen any ritualist that said, I did the ritual because my mother was in the hospital. I want to save my mother. I've not seen anybody that did ritual and said, I had a dying sister that had cancer. And I actually did the ritual to save my sister's life. I have not seen. I have not seen anybody that did the ritual and said they were chasing my mother out of the house. I have not seen anybody that did the ritual that actually had a need. Nothing. They used to do ritual for 70,000. Somebody would do ritual and sell somebody's head for 30,000. Are you kidding me? Nothing. They don't have need. I have never. There's a kind of story you hear. Oh, why did you kill this woman? I didn't intend to kill the woman. But my mother has been in the hospital for 2 years. I don't want my mother to die. I just wanted to save her life. Oh, wow. Interesting story. Good reason, self. Una know they get reason to do ritual. Now, pepper them. You only want to do ritual to come and spray money on Instagram. That's why God will not bless you. Because you don't even need money for anything. Because if you had dreams, I have never even seen any ritualist that did anything tangible. I've not seen any ritual that they caught. Any ritualist that they caught and they said, this ritualist built school. Or this ritualist built hotel. Or this ritualist did so. Nothing tangible. It simply means all the ritualists don't have dream. Or this ritualist built hospital. Or this you don't just do anything with your money. That's the honest truth. You know, each time I hear people do illegal things, I always want to follow the storyline. Nothing. They don't have anything they want to do. They don't have dreams. It's not like, okay, they caught this guy doing ritual and he was able to achieve something. Oh, he was able to build a website. He was able to... Nothing. They don't build anything. They go just buy Benz. Begin the spray money. They look for who go invite. They they do dorime, ifanama, dorime, latire. They don't have dreams. That is why God will not bless you. Because you don't have dream. If he bless you now, where will you put the money inside? If not, to go and be pushing small girls on Facebook. That's why the money will not come to you. So like they used to prepare. The bigger your dreams, God will send you a helper. She better not tell people that somebody gave me 200 million. It sounded like a lie. When God wants to bless you, the miracle will sound like a lie. Just the same way I told you somebody gave me 200 million. Some of you will be like, nah lie. But not true. So when God wants to bless you and the miracle does not sound like a lie, then it's not a miracle. Your miracle will have to sound like a lie. Miracle is what is called being unbelievable. If it's not unbelievable, then it's not a miracle. It do me like jazz. I no believe him. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to invite you guys to my office. We are launching Lagos office soon. When you come to my Lagos office, you put your hand on your head like this and say, what the fuck? I promise you that. Now only me don't do one. My first office in Lagos as a relationship therapist is a 12-bedroom mansion. Go and ask people how much is rent in Lekki. I did not start with one room. You know, normally when you enter Lagos, you go start. I don't start small. I entered, boom. The dream did not start today. I started dreaming this dream. There was a time I was even afraid to dream the dream. But I summoned courage and was continuing dreaming the dream. I invested the 200 million. I still never buy my G-Wagon because the next car I won't buy a G-Guard. I go to become G-Wagon, and that G-Wagon is about 150 million. I never buy them because we need to solve the dream first before I go motor liability. That's why when you see some of us, we are like magic. We are like magic because we have dreams. There is nothing that Blessing CEO used to do that I did not dream of. I knew I was going to be famous. I scripted my fame. But I didn't know I was going to be famous this quick. There is nothing that I have today that I did not dream of. The only surprise of every of my achievements is that it came when I least expected it. But for everything I have, I wrote it down. But I didn't know when it was going to come. The surprise on all of my achievements is the timing. Because I thought what I have achieved now would take me years. I thought I was going to achieve it maybe when I'm in my 40s. Or maybe when I'm 38. I didn't know it was going to come earlier. But for everything I am and will become, I wrote it down. Nothing surprises me. The only thing that God uses to surprise me is the timing. Go and write who you want to become. The day I'm going to show you my jota, you're going to cry. I write my life story like a joke. When I got my office in Lagos, my sister was the one that reminded me. She says, "Thank you. Do you remember when I told you, my kid sister told me to go and get a small office in Lagos and start small?" I told her no. That was about a few years ago. I told my kid sister, "Amarachi, I want to enter Lagos big." She said, "Thank you, start small." I said, "No. I want to enter Lagos like a CEO." When I was saying that, I didn't even have up to 200,000 in my account. 200K in my account. And it has come to pass. If you come to my office, you go no say, "Na Blessing CEO." No be mouth. You will come. All of you will come. It's an open office. You will come and see. I will invite all of you, my Facebook fans. Dream. It is those dreams that will attract people to you. Like I told you guys in my last video, if I show you the list of men that want to marry me, it will shock you. Do you know why they all want to marry me? It's me that don't want to marry them. It's because I'm successful. That's why I have a long list. I've been married before, and I have a long list of men that want to marry me. And you might not even have one. Do you know why they want to marry me? Success is very attractive. Even if you marry 10 husbands, they will still come to marry you so long as yours. The same way a lot of women want to marry successful men is the same way a lot of men want to marry successful women. You see the way women, they rush men we get money. Now so men too, they rush women we get money. It's vice versa. So if you want them to rush, you go and hustle. I told you yesterday that your problem will be choice. You just choose. I'm not ready, I beg. Choice. Dear women, I love you. If I don't love you guys, I won't take my time to teach you all this. I love women so much because we are strong and we are powerful. But the only thing is that a lot of women do not know how powerful they are. And do you know what a lot of men used to do? A lot of men know that you are powerful, but they don't want you to know. So what they do, they constantly demeaning your power. Men know that women are powerful. If they don't know that women are powerful, they will not be afraid of Blessing CEO influencing their girlfriend and their wives. That's how powerful they know a woman is. That's why they're always afraid. Blessing CEO is influencing my girlfriend. Blessing CEO is because they know I'm powerful. As a woman, you are powerful. If I'm not powerful, they will not be scared. They are afraid. That's the power I want you to know that you have. As a woman, you're not ordinary. You are not just an ordinary woman. A lot of men will want to call you ordinary so that you can feel less. You're powerful. When you understand that you are powerful, you learn how to use it, because power is a skill. Take your time. Go back to your closet. Come. If you're a woman, I want to tell you something very quick before I go. Come. You did not come to this world to marry. Listen to me again. You did not come to this world to marry. Marriage is just an added advantage to what you came to the world to do. It's a plus. Live your life. Marriage will come along the way while you are living your life. But you must have a life outside a man. The same way a man has a life outside a woman. That's all I'm begging you. I'm not saying don't marry. I'm not saying don't love. I'm only trying to say when love goes, who are you? When marriage goes, who are you? Because when everything and everybody leave you, the only thing you have is yourself. Because people will leave you. Your husband will leave you one day. Your boyfriend will leave you one day. Even your children will leave you one day. What do you have for yourself? That is one depth question you need to continuously ask yourself as a woman. When everybody's gone, what else do I have? That's all I am here for. I don't hate men like people say. It's just that the men don't want me to open your eyes. They don't want you to be aware. Don't hate men. Why would I hate men? But they hate the fact that I'm telling you the truth. I'm making you aware. And when you are aware, you become smart. Just have an identity. That's all I'm begging you. You can love anybody you want to love. Marry anybody you want to marry. But just have an identity for yourself. It is that identity that is your power. When any man leaves you, it is that identity that makes you stand back for another man to come and find you. That's all I'm begging. And that's why I'm here. Thank you so much for coming up on my live video. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Take your time. Ponder on the message. And don't forget that I love you guys so very much. If I don't love you guys, I won't give you my time. This is almost 1 o'clock. I come on Facebook and I talk to you people every day, passionately. It only takes somebody that loves you to give you their time and their energy and their resources. Take it. I might not be here forever. I might just be an angel God sent to help some of you. Use it. What I'm giving you is love. Genuine love. Because if I don't love you, I will give you the normal rubbish that bloggers give you. I will give you rubbish. But for every time I try to want to impact you with knowledge, have you ever wondered why? Why is that blessings you want to share? She wants to share her pain. She wants to share her knowledge. She wants to impact. I don't know you. Never met you before. It's because I love you. And I know that you can be more. I've seen women suffer every day. They come to my office, they cry. I can't give all of them money. I need money too. The only thing I could give them is my voice, my word. If you take it, you will become rich. Because the true meaning of power is wisdom. Unfortunately, people didn't give me these things. I didn't even get half of what I give you every day. If I got half of what I gave you, I'll become more than who I am. Everything I'm giving you for free, I learned it by myself. With pain, with tears. with scars. Nobody taught me. Use it. It's coming from a place of love. Because I don't want you to go through all the pains I went through, because I know that a lot of you are not strong enough to survive it. I hope you find who you are. I hope you leave men alone and go back to your closet and discover your true identity. Just the same way you watch me every day on Facebook. People can watch you too. You don't have to be a relationship therapist. You can be a very powerful woman in your niche. The same way 752 people come every day to watch me. They can watch you too. Why are they watching me? It's because I have something to offer. Before I offered you something, I had to discover myself. Have you ever watched me talk? I talk with so much confidence. One pastor said he watches me talk for 1 hour.